Wise Guys Cooking is brought to you by Everson Spice, Restora Concrete Designs, Catalina Express, and Bonded Roofing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Frankie.
Welcome to Wise Guys Cooking. We have a great show for you tonight. You know, I was thinking about love the other day because I recently just got married. And my friend Tony asked me, Frank, how would you know if you're truly in love? I said, I don't know, Tony. He said, well, ask yourself this question. Would you mind being financially destroyed by this person? You know, love is fickle. It's kind of like luck. Speaking of luck, my pal Vito the other day, he ran into his house and he yelled to his wife, Maria, Maria, I just won the lottery. Pack up your bags. She said, should I pack for warm weather or cold weather? He said, I don't care, just as long as you're out of the house by noon. I said, Vito, how could you treat your wife that way? He says, Frank, it's easy. You see, the difference between love and lust is no more than about $200. Listen, we'll be right back, so stick around for Wise Guys Cooking.
Just an hour away lies a place full of adventure, romance, and relaxation. Catalina Island, your local island paradise. Up to 30 escapes daily aboard the Catalina Express from Long Beach, San Pedro, and Dana Point.
Well, welcome back, folks. We've got a special guest for you tonight. Mr. Frank DiGambliano is here. Frank, it's good to have you here.
Thank you for having me. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, that's great. You know, I heard you had something happen to you when you were a young boy. Why don't you share that story with us?
Sure, I love to share that story. See, once when I was young, I found a pickle.
A pickle?
Yeah, I literally found an abandoned pickle by the side of a little trail. Now, as a boy of 12, this confused me. I mean, who abandons a pickle? You know, shouldn't there be some sort of agency to protect pickles from such horrific and uncaring behavior?
Well, you'd think so.
Yeah, like the SPCP, Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Pickles. I don't know, but there was no such agency at the time. So I did what any normal boy of 12 would do on acid. And that's, I took the pickle home and named him Louie.
Louie.
Yeah. And we became best friends. I mean, Louie was my guy, you know. I used to put him on a leash and walk him around like he was a dog.
Yeah.
Now, I stopped the whole walking thing pretty soon after I started because he would lose little pieces of his pickle skin. And occasionally he'd get drugged through some dog crap. So it was not a good thing, you know. No. But, you know, Louie and we were tight, you know. I once enrolled him in night school.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but the best he could do was like a C average. Oh. But I didn't care, because I didn't love Louie for his intellect.
Oh.
I loved him for his other awesome traits. For example, let me tell you, he was docile.
Oh.
He never bit anybody.
I'll bet.
I know, but I could tell some people had bitten him. You know, it was really sad.
Ooh.
Also, he was quiet. Not like those damn dogs or birds or other loud, obnoxious animals that people think are great pets. No, Louie was different than all of them. He was great. One day, I took him to school for show and tell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, he's my friend, right? So I took him, I stood up there in front of the whole class, and I wanted to tell them about my friend Louie and what he meant to me.
Yeah, sure.
And as I started to do that, the kids started laughing like crazy.
Oh, you're kidding.
No. Even the teacher, Mrs. Johnston, laughed so hard that some stuff shot out of her nose. Oh. You know, and at first I thought she was an ally because the stuff was the same color as Louis. Oh. But no, you know what? She was laughing harder than the kids.
Oh, wow.
So you know what I did?
What?
I picked Louis up and I threw him at her face.
No.
I did. Now, you know, remember I told you I found him by the trail, right?
Yeah.
I think he was at that trail for like 3 or 4 years because he was dried out. So when he hit her in her forehead, he broke into a million pieces. Oh, no. And Mrs. Johnson fell to the floor unconscious. And I got to tell you, Frank, at that moment, I realized why Louis and I met. We met because we were destined to whack Mrs. Johnson in the face. I'll never forget you, Louis.
Well, folks, that was a great story, Frank. We'll be right back after this short commercial. Stick around.
Isn't it time to restore your old worn-out concrete? Get the beautiful textured look of tile or stone with Restora. We've been serving the Valley for over 26 years and specialize in the restoration of concrete and decorative concrete.
We have become the best in the industry. I know it and I could prove it.
Any design, any color, any texture. And we have a 5-year guarantee. Restore your kitchens, baths, pool decks, patios, driveways, and garage floors with Restora. Visit our showroom and be inspired.
Well, we're back again, folks. You know, the line between crazy and ingenious is often a very thin line. Our guest tonight, Frank the Inventor Monteforti, often crosses that line. Let's welcome Frank.
I've been thinking about these ideas for years, actually. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, Frank, why don't you show us what you've got?
Okay, you ready? There we go. You know, when I used to work selling office equipment in the office with all the boys, when we have a good day, we make a big sale, we want to celebrate. Okay, how do you celebrate? The stuff. So I invented a flask tie. See, a tie like this. And in the back, you take out your booze, you take a drink, you put it back, and you put it go in. And everybody loved it. I guess not. Anyway. And then we go, you know, mamas, they do a lot of work, hard work. Our mamas, they do all a lot of work, and they cook, and they sew, they do it with the bambinos and everything, because in the old days, they just stay home, okay? But now, I invented the baby mop. And what it is, the baby, the bambino, okay? This is like a bambino, yeah, okay. So here's what we do. You know, every day, the baby wants to go crawling, okay? So maybe this invention, we put a little mop on his chest. As long as he go, and Mama said, hey, that's not bad, okay?
Yeah.
It helps, don't you know? You know, he likes it anyway. Okay, that's good.
That's pretty good.
I have another one.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh, the best. I love this. My wife Angelina, God bless her. We're very romantic. I'm a romantic man. Most people, I guess, are romantic, you know. So I invented the cheek-to-cheek pillow, okay? And I'll tell you what it is. I like to go to bed cheek-to-cheek with my wife or people with their girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever makes it good. And this is how it works. I'm getting tired of this, too. Here it is. So Angelina, you mind telling me? Angelina and I, we make a pin over here and we go cheek to cheek. Very romantic, very nice. Other people do cheek to cheek, but I'm not. That's not my kind of show. It's that thing. Okay.
That's an amazing.
Yeah, I gotta move on. Oh,
it's an amazing invention.
Boy, this is a hard work. Anyway, here we go. I think personally that everybody loves to sing. Especially Italians, we love to sing. Now, I'm not a good singer, you know, I like it, you know, but it's not good. But to tell you something, when I go into the shower, Mom, I sound like Mario Lanza. So I invented the shower microphone. You take your soap, you do your thing, you do your business, blah, 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 and in the meantime, here's the handle, And it sounds better, I don't know why, when you start singing, and it's just fantastic. But I like this.
I believe
really
it.
do. I do.
I believe it. What's the other thing you're inventing?
Oh, and this one, you're gonna love this one. We're gonna put the peanut butter, mix it with Cialis, and then put it on your head and it makes your hair grow.
Really? How's that working for you, Frank?
I got 4 pieces, came last week, right here, those
Oh,
two.
I see 'em. Yeah. Well,
But
that's
it
new.
takes time. Everything just takes time.
You're right. Well, Frank, thank you for coming on the show tonight. Folks, we'll be right back after this short break. Stick around.
Thank you. Thank you.
Since 1972, Bonded Roofing Company's been providing roofing services with the highest degree of quality and craftsmanship right here in Long Beach, California. We specialize in both residential and commercial roof installations, coatings, and repairs. We're fully insured and bonded, so you can count on our credibility and professionalism. No job is too large, too small, or too difficult for us to handle. So get your free estimate today by calling 562-427-1604. Once again, that number is 562-427-1604. Our professional roofers look forward to speaking with you soon. Because here at Bonded Roofing, we always have you covered.
Hey, we are back again, and we've got a very special guest for you tonight. Mr. Morris Diamond is here with us. Well, Morris, I have been reading your book lately, and it is absolutely fascinating.
I know.
It's called The Name Dropper, People I Schlepped With.
Right.
You know, and there are so many great stories in here. Frank Sinatra, Telly Savalas, Shirley MacLaine. How long have you been in the business?
I started as a band boy with Tommy Dorsey. I was hired, and that was in February 1940. So that's over 70 some odd years.
You're that old?
And Sinatra had joined the band a month before. So we were the new birds on the block, so to speak. And we became close friends all the way through life. Super for me.
Well, tell us about some of the stories that you've had with Telly and maybe Shirley MacLaine.
Well, Telly, in later years, I got into be a song plugger and a record plugger and so on. As a record plugger, I started plugging in these radio stations in New York. And Telly was a programmer for a late night disc jockey.
Oh, wow.
So I had to contact him.
Sure.
And I'd say, well, why don't we have dinner one night or something? He says, well, I got to go to work early. I don't know. He says, well, unless you want to come to the station and bring dinner. But anyway, we became very close friends personally, with our families and everything. That was for many years. I used to run a tennis tournament for the music industry. All the disc jockeys, all the managers, accountants, and everybody. And I did it for a few years, and when I started doing it, Telly said, well, what are you going to do? I said, I got courses in San Diego, Las Vegas, and the people want us to have weekends there. And he says, oh, sounds good. He says, I want to be your host. And he was my host for 13 years.
Wow.
At every tennis match.
Wow.
Now, who was your favorite to travel with?
They were all great. Tom Jones was super. Telly, of course, was great. We traveled all over the world many times.
You were out with Michael Jackson, weren't you?
I had I booked Michael Jackson. For 22 years, I booked a concert in Turkey for 22 years. I worked with a promoter there, and he would tell me who he would like to take a shot with. And I would book them in the U.S. and shipped them and schlepped them to Turkey. And they were all fine. Shirley MacLaine was sensational. We had a lot of fun. When she'd come for a week and do 2 concerts, one in Istanbul, and she'll do another one near Ephesus. She was funny in a way. When she had a day off, she wanted to go sightseeing or go to a pool or go to something. So there's a city called Temecula, Turkey, where they have people go in the waters to get healthy and everything. She says, that sounds good. So I talked to my promoter, and he said, well, I'll get you a limo, and you and Shirley get down. I said, I want to take one of the girls in the office with me in the car. And Shirley said, I want to take my traveling manager with me. I said, fine. And we did that. We got in the car, and we drove down to Temecula. She was reading her magazines. She was always reading Newsweek or Life, anything political. She loved that. As a matter of fact, when she booked a place to play, she had to have in her notes that she had a TV set in her dressing room that gets CNN.
Oh.
She had to know about the news. But anyway, she was reading a magazine, and I'm sitting in the back with her, and I said, I cracked a line, something. And she looks at me. I said, I'm just trying to be funny. She said, try harder.
Try harder. That's good.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, when we left, she was there for a week, and we left, and I was staying at Tully's flat in London after the show. So I thought I was going to fly up to London. Okay, now she has a car meeting her, chauffeur, and she says, well, I'll drop you off. Where are you staying? I said, I'm staying at Tully's apartment. She says, oh, okay. Where is it? And I told her. She says, well, I'm staying 2 blocks away at the hotel. So she says, come with me and I'll drop you off with the limo. So I come with the limo. We get to the Tully's building, and she says, I want to go up and say hello with you. And this is now 10:30 at night.
Mm-hmm.
She said, I want to come up and say hello to you. And I said, okay, fine. And Tully was in Romania somewhere doing a film, but his family was there.
Oh, okay.
I find out the next day, the mother thought I was bringing a broad up into the apartment. Your turn.
Oh, my. I just want to know, do you have any special stories about you and Frank Sinatra? Something that would be very interesting.
Nothing I'd want to put on the air.
Oh, of course. Well, folks, let's give a great hand for Morris Diamond. Good to have you here tonight. Thank you so much. Hey, listen, we'll be right back after this next commercial.
Welcome to Wise Guys Cooking. My name is Rebecca Romano, and this is my Uncle Frank.
Hello, I'm glad to be here.
Uncle Frank, I couldn't do it without you. I'm so happy you're
yes,
here.
We're going to have fun today, that's for sure.
Today, we are going to make something really delicious. Today, we're going to make pasta carbonara
fabulous.
with a little bit of a twist. We're going to use spaghetti.
Lovely.
So, just to start off with the items that we have here, I've got the Parmesan cheese,
Man.
Romano cheese.
Oh, that's you.
That's me. Pancetta,
Pancetta.
garlic,
Oh, garlic.
salt, pepper, oil, and eggs. We have 4 eggs to be precise.
You're ready for everything. Go for it.
What we're gonna do is, to get prepared, is have our pancetta cut up and diced.
Ready?
Our cheeses are ready to go. The Romano cheese, just a light shred, about that much, about a cupful. And we're gonna start boiling our water, which has already come to a boil, luckily. We're gonna add salt,
Perfect.
you know,
Perfect.
to your desired taste.
Yep,
You know, us Italians, we're not really good with measurements. We just kind of go based on
Right.
what we like.
You're right.
So first thing we're gonna do is put our pasta in our boiling
Already,
water.
right.
I'm gonna use about half of
What is
this.
it, half pound?
Sure, why not? And then we'll just spread it out like that.
Beautiful. Right.
It's a perfect pan for cooking. And you're gonna have this pan already warm.
Okay.
The reason you're gonna have this pan already warm is because you're gonna put the meat in it, but you're gonna need to use just a slight amount of olive oil.
Olive oil.
So let's go with about a nice S. How do you feel about that?
I love olive oil. Everybody loves olive oil.
Everybody
and I
loves
love
olive oil. So we're making enough for you and I today.
Okay, that's enough.
No, you think
As long
so?
as we can take care of, that's
Exactly. So we're gonna use half the pancetta.
good. Okay.
Probably about a full cup.
A buster.
You know, maybe two.
Yeah.
Just gonna kind of cook it around.
It's looking good already.
And you see how there's not too much oil there.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
for
a
sure.
fair amount of oil. So with pasta, you're gonna cook it to your desired temperature. I like it al dente.
That's the
especially-
only way.
It's the only
The only
way.
way.
Especially when doing carbonara because you are gonna mix it.
Exactly.
In the meantime, like I said many times before, we're always gonna stay active while cooking. We've got our pasta going, we've got our pancetta, and now we're gonna crack some eggs. We're gonna crack about 4 eggs here. You any good at cracking eggs, Uncle Frank?
Yeah, good. It's cracking a lot of things, but the eggs are pretty good too. You want me to do something with this?
Sure, you wanna stir it up?
Oh, sure. That's what we have to
Stay
do.
active, very nice,
Of course.
thank you. This is our sauce. You're not gonna wanna stir this in the pan because it becomes almost like a breakfast scramble,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I like to use a lot of pepper. You know, sometimes you'd use a pinch, but we're gonna go a little overboard here. How much
that?
would you say that is? About 4 tablespoons?
I think you're close. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so good.
And we're gonna beat this.
Beating. I like beating.
Oh,
Doing so
boy.
good. Yeah, that's good.
And then we're gonna take that to a simmer now.
Perfect.
Thank you. You don't want to burn the meat. You
No,
definitely
no,
don't want to
no,
burn the meat.
No, no.
So my eggs are very peppery. This is great for flavor because you're about to add the cheese, and these 2 cheeses are gonna be really dominant in flavor. So we're gonna want to make sure that it's not all cheese, it's not all
Exactly,
pepper,
yeah.
it's not all one certain thing. It's everything.
Great mix. A great mix.
That's it. So
Okay,
add
you
your
got it.
cheese. You know, kind of stir that in. See that? You like that
You got a
consistency?
good hand. How you do that.
Thank
That's
you.
good. That's good.
And then we're gonna grab another handful here.
Okay.
This is a wonderful thing about being Italian, is you just kind of gauge it based
Grab
on
it.
your eyes. But if I were gonna suggest anything, I would suggest about a half a cup, because we used half of the amount of pasta that we would ordinarily use. This is 2 servings.
Nobody uses exactly amount. You know,
Nobody.
It's a pinch here and a pinch there. And that's my mother used to do it. So, and it works. So it's all that goes. Go for the garlic. The best.
What is an Italian dish without garlic? You're gonna take your garlic, it's peeled,
Yep.
and you're gonna press it.
Right.
And it's easy to press. It releases all the flavor. It's really nice. We're gonna put
Get
this
that
in the
in?
pancetta.
Good.
Maybe do. We like a lot of garlic, so let's go
Yes,
ahead and do
yes.
another one. Can hear that nice crack. Did you hear that crack?
I used to have garlic under my my little chain there one time. No, this
Did
is
you?
starting good. This is starting to look good, really good.
Oh, this is looking great. This is looking great. Let me see here.
Go for it.
You nailed it. Uncle Frank,
You nailed it. I like that.
you are great. Look at this. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for this nice burgundy color, and the garlic will roast a little bit more. Let's give it about
Right off the bat, yeah.
60. You can smell that.
No,
Isn't that
absolutely.
beautiful?
Yep.
So beautiful. All right, let's check on our pasta. Oh, look at this little guy for you. There you
Fantastic.
are. And one for me.
Perfect.
Perfect. So
Let's
we're
do
gonna
it.
pour
Okay,
around our pancetta.
beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful? I'm gonna take it from a simmer to a little bit of a higher heat
Okay.
because we're getting ready to incorporate. You want to
Wanna
stir
use
that
some
up
of
for
it?
me?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let me do something here.
I know.
That's looking good, smelling great.
Go ahead and show the audience what they're looking at. Here we
Show
go.
them what you're looking at. Perfect.
See that?
Perfecto.
I mean, look at that color. You couldn't ask for anything more.
Wonderful.
Who could ask for anything more?
You ought to sing.
I gotta not say. Okay, Uncle Frank, this
Yep.
is where we're gonna take our pasta, our noodles, I should say, put it in there. And this is the fun part.
I want to eat it right now.
I want you to eat it right now. It's okay if you get water in there because it's actually beneficial
yeah.
to the
Involved,
cooking
yeah.
process. There we go. Wow, that's turned out to be quite a bit, didn't it? Now we're gonna turn it off. No heat. You smell that garlic?
Yep.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it is. I can't wait to taste
And that's
it.
it. Now we're gonna take our Italian parsley. And we're just gonna do a little bit to chop it up, a little bit of flavor. I'm taking the parsley and I'm rolling it to get a good
Really?
start. Absolutely. And then I'm gonna lightly,
I never saw that before.
you like that?
Well, you're teaching me something.
I know.
Oh, that's
and then
great.
we're gonna go across this way.
Right. Perfect.
And that's it. And it's okay if a little extra Parmesan cheese gets incorporated into it, right? You're gonna grab a hearty amount because I know you're hungry. And we're gonna twist. And we're gonna take our toppings and put it on there. And there you
Oh
go.
no, I want this. Okay, I'll take that.
That's all yours.
Oh God, that's fantastic.
So that's gonna be it.
Put a lot of pressure on me. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Sabanese. Fantastic.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. Let me give it a try.
Taste it.
We're
Fabulous.
family. Let's share.
Not too much. Oh, thank you very much.
Perfect.
Here, you can have this. I'll take this. Okay.
Thank you very much. I'm Rebecca Romano. This is my Uncle Frank, and this
Salud.
was Wise Guys Cooking.
Ci dan.